I'm losing a part of my womanhood by losing my last name and like taking a man's last name.
Yeah. I worked my whole life for this one. Yeah. Another one. Another one.
Yeah.
I don't even know what we're doing.
Hi, loves. What's up?
What's up, y'all? Baby, what we doing, man?
Can you please pass the wine? Okay. You want to sip and cheers?
What are we cheers to?
Our engagement.
Okay, I'll drink that.
Okay, it's funny because you guys probably know what this video is about, but he does not know what this video is about. We spoke about it previously, and
she didn't want to tell me. I don't know. Just tell me what we're doing.
You really don't know?
No, because
well,
I asked
obviously you don't know. Cause
right, I asked you last night, and you was like, "No, I'll tell you tomorrow," which is mad annoying because I like to know stuff.
Because I want this video is more going to be a conversation between us, so you guys can join in, and I want to post this because I want to know like your feedback and what you guys think about this as well, because yeah, well, let me just put it out there. So we're getting married in June. Okay, it's exciting. I'm excited, and my girls, my bridesmaids, they keep asking me if I'm going to take his last name. Okay, and
all right, I can't wait to talk about this. Yes. All right, yeah, come on, let's go.
What?
Keep talking. Tell the people what you gotta tell them.
Whatever. They keep asking if I'm gonna take his last name, and I don't know. Like we spoke about this previously a few times, and I just feel like I don't know if I'm ready to do that. I don't know. Okay, my last name is a real Spanish last name. It's 12 letters. It's really long.
So what?
What?
I'm letting you talk. I'm sorry, but you already know my position on it, so.
And it took me a long time to like love my last name and get used to it. A really long time, okay? So it's very difficult for me. So I want to know his take on it. I want him to sell me as to why I need to take his last name. Like I get it. Okay. It's more like family thing, right? That's what you want to say?
Yeah, and like the idea of being Mr. and Mrs. Saint Agath is like what I've always had in my mind. But like it won't, but like, I don't know, it's just knowing that you may not have my last name is, I don't know, like.
It makes you feel away?
Yeah. It does, because I mean, I think up until the conversation we had about it, the first time we talked about it, I just thought it was kind of went without saying, you know? So,
why?
I don't know. I just thought like, like I guess because we never talked about it. I just assumed that
I was going to take your last name.
Traditionally
like I followed your ass from New York to Toronto.
Basically.
Baby, seriously?
No, but like I'm just joking when I say that, but I mean, about the last name, yeah, I just thought like that's just the way we were gonna do it. Like you were excited to become Mrs. Saint Agath. That's all. That was the thought process I had.
I'm excited to be your wife.
Okay. And I understand that it's not a difference.
What do you mean it's not a difference?
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, whether you have my last name or not, you're my wife. But
yeah.
That's just
okay.
how I feel.
So there's like a few reasons, right? And I've been stressed out. I've been stressed out about it. Like, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I've been stressed out because we had this discussion before we even got engaged, I feel like. Then when we got engaged, and then my maid of honor, Amanda, so she asked me one day, and then like 2 days after that, Tiffany, one of my bridesmaids, asked me again.
Were y'all having this talk in a group chat?
No, we're not in a group chat. They're in a group chat, the bridesmaids and stuff, and then like everybody texts me separately. So we're not in a group chat. But they probably was having a talk. I feel like they probably trying to get something that's like Mrs. something or whatever, and they need to know if I'm gonna take his last name. Which I understand, but like it's stressing me out, and I have to give them an answer soon. And I just don't. I'm trying to figure out like the reasons why, right? So I'm telling him like it took me a long time to get used to loving and accepting my last name. Period. That's number one, right?
Okay.
So then it's like my dad. Like I love my dad, and like
that.
we don't have a big family. Like he has one boy, and like you never know what can happen. And it's just like I feel like I still want to be connected to my dad in some way, right?
Okay.
Okay. And then it's just like I understand though your point. Well, not really your point. I guess it's like Amanda and Tiffany's point, like they was telling me like it's more like a family thing. So it's like when we have kids, they're gonna have your last name. But well, why? Like why can't they have my last name? Like, why? I don't understand. Like whatever. I understand. Like that's cultural tradition, whatever. And I get it. So like you don't want the kid to grow up and be like, oh, why does mommy have a different last name? And like it's just a family, Mr. and Mrs. blah blah blah. Because they're gonna call you Mr. and Mrs. Anyway, right? Like Mr. and Mrs. Senegaff anyway, right? So I'm thinking like that's the main thing. Is those the reason? Is that the reason why you want me to have your last name?
Yeah, I mean, I think like in the big picture, yeah, like that's really my thought process. Like why?
So what about what's the smaller picture?
It's all that's just selfish. Selfishly, I just want you to have my last name because I just think it's cool, and you know, I mean, from my end, I always like growing up, and you think about getting married, and you'll have a wife that will take your last name, and you'll live happily ever after with little Senegaff.
You grew up thinking if you're gonna marry me or not?
You know what I mean? Grew up. I was big when I met you. I was already big.
Yeah, so I'm saying like you grew up thinking like you was gonna get married and have a wedding and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when you met me, you knew that I was gonna be your wife.
Yes.
You're a liar. You only saying that because we're on camera. You lying ass. Okay. Liar.
That's not true. I would have said the same answer. I ain't stupid. I would have said the same answer if the camera wasn't on.
All right, just to dig us deeper, right? Because then I started talking to Tia about this. Like, my homegirl Tia came over yesterday and was talking. We be having deep conversations and stuff. And she's planning on getting engaged and whatever. So I was telling her about it. And I'm just, like, thinking, like, talking. While I was talking to her, I'm like, okay, I think more so the reason is it's, like, I feel like I'm a feminist in some way. And I feel like I'm losing a part of my womanhood by losing my last name and like taking a man's last name. I'm sorry. Like it has nothing to do with you in particular. Like it's more like my struggle, cause like and then to like add on that, it's more like I'm used to being independent and I'm used to like I'm just used to me and like I feel like I'm losing a part of my independence and a part of my strong feminine self.
I think that's a tough.
By giving. But you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
I'm losing me. Like that's who I was for so long.
Yeah, but I think like in the nature of marriage, it's you stop being two individuals and you become. It's a union. You become a part of a team. I mean, we're a team now, but I think that really solidifies our bond. So I don't know if I'm not gonna say I disagree with that.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but that's just my take on it. I don't necessarily think you lose who you are. I think you just bring who you are to a union that makes us that's what makes us click and be powerful. And I think it's our jobs to bring out the best in each other by becoming one. Yeah,
but then this is what I mean. Like, why is it that I have to lose my last name, but you keep yours and I take yours, you know? So then you still have you still remain, you know what I mean? Like, you're still Trevor St. Agath, but now, like, I'm not me anymore. I'm like, do you understand? Like, it's just like, it's like you, and then you're gaining a plus, and instead of me gaining a plus, or us sharing it, it's more like I have to give up myself for you.
I think you're just Miss Power Hungry. That's what I think. I just think you're power hungry. I think you're just naturally like to control. You enjoy that.
I don't know
because
if I enjoy it.
I think you do. I think you may not want to acknowledge the fact that you do, but you are very like. I like to control things because I know exactly how I want them to go. I know it'll get done the way I want as long as I take care of everything. Like that's just the way you are. You're super headstrong, and so this conversation, like the first time we had it, didn't surprise me.
So that's how you think about me.
When it comes to, you know, the idea of getting married and thinking of like, okay, well, I've got my wife, my kids, my dog, you know, all these people depend on me to provide, take care of them. Like, this is, you feel like you're the king of your castle, and your job is just to take care and provide for everybody in your castle or in your tribe or whatever. Like, you know, like, that's just how I feel. Like, it's my one goal in life is to be the best provider for you and our family to be.
It makes a good argument, right?
That's it. Like, and then that's all I want. Like, I just want you guys to just live happily ever after, not have to worry about anything. Is that idealistic? Yeah. But that's just the way I think about it. Like, this is mine. This shit is mine. Like, this is my fucking family. I will do anything in my power to make sure they're good. So, I don't know. It's just like taking my last name.
See, it's like a sense. See, but you see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, now it's like for you, that's power hungry for you.
Yeah, but like,
exactly. So that's like you saying like you're mine. Like, you're claiming me as a person, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm losing my independence at this point.
But like, I'm not looking at it from that angle. I'm looking at it like it's my job to take care of my family. You know what I mean? And that's all I live for.
Yeah, but whether I have
just,
your name or not, I'm still gonna be your family.
I
We're
get
still
that.
gonna work hard together,
And
like
I get
everything is like ours.
I get that, but it's just like, you know, it's just the whole the St. Gas. That's it. You know, like I think it's more the aesthetic than anything else. So if you decided you didn't want to, is that gonna change anything? No. But yeah, I think it at that point it may be purely aesthetic, but I can't say I dislike the aesthetic.
Out. I like his argument and I appreciate it.
And I understand hers.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we're each budging yet.
I don't know.
Because I know how we are.
He really wants me to take it, and I'm leaning more towards like I don't want to. I'm sorry, baby, I love you so much though. I just do. I love him, but like it's something like it's more like when I think about it. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, damn, I have to sign papers and pay all this money, and like I'm losing part of myself. Like okay, I'm old as hell. I'm 29, about to be 30. 30 years with my last name. You know, like it's hard to part from that.
Have you spoken to any other woman that's done it?
Not about it really. Like, you mean like my stepmom? Like,
yeah, maybe.
My stepmom, well, she hyphenated it, so she would be like hyphenated, and I'm not hyphenating 12 letters. How many letters is in your name? Like, exactly. 8. And then even when you hyphenate last names, people still always call you by one. So it's just like, might as well just get one, you know?
Yeah, and besides, I mean...
And you still have to pay to change it and all of that stuff, and it's like, if I'm going to do all that, I might as well just change it.
But, I don't know, like, you know, I was thinking about what you said about your dad.
Yeah.
And, like, feeling connected.
Oh my God.
But, like, you also do understand that part of the ceremony is your dad...
Giving me away?
Yes.
I don't like this culture shit.
And even still, it's just like, how much of it is yours if you consider it to be his?
What do you mean? Like, because, like, I'm his family. Like, I'm part of his family. And it's like, all right, at this point, then I'm not going to be his family no more. I'm just going to be your family?
Not?
What do you mean?
So then, but, like, it's all, you can also take that as, like, you don't want to be my family because you still want to be his.
I want to be both.
But how can you? How? But like, cause I mean, and I'm only saying how based on the argument you're giving right now. Because you make it seem like it's one or the other. If I'm with you, I'm not with him. So what? But you can't make it seem like if I'm still with him, I'm with you.
But I'm still with him, and then I'm to change it to you, like. But I'm still with you anyway. Like, we still have legal papers and documents that make us a union. I don't necessarily need to change my last name to you and disconnect from my father. Right? Like.
Okay. Like I said, I feel how I feel about that.
Okay. Guys, I don't know if we got anywhere with this.
I don't. I think because you can't put us two in a room and expect
like, this is
something
too
like
Aries.
that. Yeah, because
too headstrong.
Because you know what it is. How many times is it a situation where we just say, you know what, let's just move on, we're just gonna agree to disagree.
Yeah, but like we can't because this is something that's about to come up. Right.
Yeah. So we can be on here for God knows how long having this conversation.
I know. Too strong, superhead.
Fire signs,
yeah. Guys, that's another reason why I made this video, because I want to hear your input. So comment below.
Yeah,
if you know us, if you don't know us, don't.
That's even better.
If you don't know us, definitely comment.
Please comment.
And if you do know us, I would prefer you to comment here as opposed to texting one of us, because I would like us both to see how our friends and family feel about it, right?
Yep.
Alright guys, well thank you for tuning in. This was a interesting one, and
Dylan's not gonna be happy.
We didn't get nowhere.
Dylan's gonna be like, nah, you're supposed to be DSA.
Oh Lord. Don't stress me out, Dylan.
What are you talking about? He gonna see it.
Let me guess, I love you.
He's gonna see it.
Oh, good news.
I got lipstick on my face.
No.
You lying?
No.
I got lipstick. I love you too.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. Keep it geek, freak, chic, and sleek, but most importantly, keep it geek.
Lisa, sing again.